Business travel news. Hotel Group announces major portfolio expansions. Double-jabbed travellers can skip quarantine from the US and some EU countries. And Ryanair reveals extent of Q1 losses. It's Friday, the 30th of July. Intercontinental Hotels Group, one of the world's leading hotel companies, has announced a number of new hotel openings around the world this month. The Holiday Inn brand opened properties in Melbourne West and at Quito Airport, Ecuador this week. Intercontinental Baku, a 128-room newly built property, has opened in Azerbaijan. The Voco brand has finally launched in the Netherlands with the quintessentially unstuffy Voco The Hague. And IHG have opened a co-branded property in Rochester, Minnesota, incorporating both an Even Hotel and Stalybridge Suites. These IHG launches are on top of last month's announcements taking in Fort Jackson, New Orleans and southern France. Fully vaccinated travellers entering England, Scotland or Wales from the European Union and the United States can avoid having to self-isolate from next week. Secretary of State for Transport Grant Shapps said the exemption will apply to people who have been fully vaccinated with a jab approved by the UK, EU or US, with the final dose at least 14 full days before arrival. Travellers will still need to take either a lateral flow or PCR test pre-departure and a PCR test on the second day after they arrive. France remains an exception to this exemption. Low-cost carrier Ryanair reported losses of €273 million in the first quarter of its financial year. The airline carried 8.1 million passengers in the April to June period, up from just 500,000 the year before. Load factors and revenue also increased year over year, but costs also increased from €313 million in the first quarter of the previous year to €675 million in the 2021 first quarter. The EU's digital COVID certificate and the relaxing of UK government travel restrictions has seen bookings increase in the second quarter. And the airline has launched what it calls a major recruitment drive for cabin crew for its UK bases as it looks to rebuild from the pandemic. That's the business travel news for this week. Make sure you're following GTM on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter, as well as gtm.uk.com on the web.